up guys, welcome back to a new video, and today I'm with my mom and we are making
fluffy rolls. This is a recipe from a Silver Maple cookbook. It's called Fluffy Roll for Busy People. When it's done, it looks somewhat like a crescent roll, but it's just a fancy dinner roll for special occasions or special meals. Okay, with some basic ingredients, you can make fluffy rolls for your next special occasion as well. You'll need sugar, eggs, salt and baking soda, milk, yeast and water, and oil, and I use canola oil in mine, and flour. You can use a combination like I'm using of whole wheat flour and all-purpose white flour, or you can use all of one or the other. We like to mix it up a little bit. Okay. I'm making a double batch because we have a lot of family members, so Austin can post the recipe in a normal size batch for you, but I'm going to do a double batch, and so that requires a cup of sugar, and all of the first lineup of ingredients will all go into the mixing bowl. Next, I've got 4 eggs that are lightly beaten, 2 teaspoons of salt and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Next up is 2 cups, of milk, and I warmed it up in the microwave for a minute, and then I've let it cool so that it doesn't kill my yeast when I add that. Okay, next is the yeast. I have 2 packages of yeast. 1 package of yeast is 2 1/4 teaspoons, or I've got a handy dandy yeast measuring spoon here that comes in nice when I make bread. 2 packages of yeast to 1/2 cup of water for this double batch. Okay, next is 1 cup of oil. Okay, after I've added all of the wet ingredients with the yeast and the sugar, next I'm going to use my mixer to do the dirty work here, and we're going to beat it well. So I'm going to turn this on and incorporate these ingredients very well. The last ingredient to add to our mixture is the flour, and again I've got a combination of whole wheat flour and white, just regular all-purpose flour. I'm going to turn my mixer on, and a scoop at a time I'm going to add this in so that it gets mixed in very well, and the ingredients say to beat it, so we're going to beat this really well. Okay, next I need to scrape all this sticky dough out of here, put it in my bigger bowl for overnight. All right, let's check out this dough. Okay, it has definitely risen overnight. Now, since I made a double batch, I'm going to divide this into 6 balls, equal sized of dough to roll out to cut into my rolls. If you're doing a single batch, you're just going to divide it into 3. I need a good amount of flour on my surface because this is going to be really sticky. Take this down and pour it out onto my surface. All right, this is really, really sticky when it first comes out. To work a little flour to keep it from going everywhere like a giant amoeba here escaping off my island. Okay, I'm going to cut this into 6 portions. All right, I've got my sections, or my portions of dough kind of separated here. We're social distancing our dough a little bit. We don't want it to join back together again. Okay, then it says to roll this out into a circle as best you can. About 1/2 inch thick or so. I'm going to roll mine out a little bit thinner. This one did not come out into a circle very good. Okay, I'm going to cut this into 12 pieces.
We must never stop the way. Birds chirping and I hear my name.
And then I'm going to spray my pan real quick. I'm going to spray the cameraman. Starting with the long, or the wide end on the outside of the circle, I'm going to roll gently to the middle and put that seam side down on the pan. I'm going to spread them out a little ways because they're going to rise and get quite a bit bigger as they rise before we bake them. Okay, that's one ball of dough rolled out. 5 more to go for my double batch because I plan on sharing with family that I can't be with for Easter. Hope this helps you come up with a good idea for some rolls that are pretty easy. Just roll them out or mix it up overnight and roll them up in the morning. I'll let these sit and rise, do some work on the computer, and then I'll bake them later this afternoon. They're a pretty forgiving recipe, so enjoy your dinner rolls. That dough has been rolled out and cut into the triangular shapes and rolled into this crescent shape. I'm just showing you a couple of different ways that you can cover them up. I've just got a giant box. I use this for a cake tote that I'm going to cover this station up with. I've used the cover of a bigger, just a regular cake pan to cover up this pan, and then just saran wrap to cover up the last one. So I'm going to let these rise while I do some work on the computer and clean up my mess in the kitchen, and then we will bake these at 350 degrees for some nice hot rolls. Okay, everything's done with the dishes now. I've got rolls bagged up to give to family and rolls for us to eat at home, and lots of dishes to do, but that's all worth it. So all you need now is some butter. Enjoy your rolls. And don't forget to